What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today it's actually the same day as the last video you saw. Hopefully you liked that. But we are back to my typical way of doing things. It's a little bit easier. So what I've got is the bike is set up over by the welder, and I've picked up two 2-inch pipe nipples. These are 1/2 inch, I believe, which matches the diameter of the decorative bars that we're working with, and I'm gonna get those welded in. I've got the tank fit up. I'll turn you around and show you that here in a second, and I'm gonna try and get it plumbed. So I'll get my necessary adapter and my hose and filter and all that stuff, and get the fuel line run, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know how far we'll get today. I'm guessing that's all we'll get, but if things go really well, I might get the carburetor cleaned up and we'll give it a start. So we'll see what happens, but I'll turn you around and show you where I'm at so far. And I'm actually, as I had mentioned, I'm using my new microphone, and I'm actually going to turn it around. I'm still kind of learning what I'm doing here, but I'm going to turn it around so that you guys can still hear me even though I'm filming. So excuse the camera here for a second. We'll see how this works. There we go. Okay, so what I've got here is the tank is in place, and I had mentioned this on the last video. There were concerns about it sitting directly on top of the motor. I am also concerned about that. So I bent it up a little bit, and there's actually maybe a 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch or something. There is a little bit of clearance there. And so I'm either going to leave that alone or slide some old inner tube or something in there to give that a little bit of dampening. So we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to mention that I did work with that, and there's a little bit of clearance now. But I'll show you directly overhead. You can see, well, if I bump this over, the tank is dead center in the frame, dead center on top of the motor, and it looks great. So that's what we're going with, and these bars are crooked right now, but these will be pulled in once we're done, and they'll be even. They'll both be 2 inches out in the front, and it'll look kind of sweet. So that's what we got going. I will set you guys up, turn the microphone around here, and see you in a second. I'm probably going to regret doing that. Just the act of me turning off the phone or the camera and starting again means that I now have to upload these videos to the computer and then edit them. So that adds a buttload of work. But whatever, we'll make it work. Alright. So we'll get the welder warming up here. And where did I set my 2-inch pipe? Shoot. Here's another one. We'll just start with this one. That's hot. Got it stuck. Alright. What a pain. I'll show you how we're looking here. I'll get it all cleaned up, but we got quite a gap to fill due to my lack of preparation. But that's okay. I'll work on that a while, get the other half tacked in, and bring you back in just a minute and show you how that looks. Okay guys, sorry I couldn't bring you along for more of this. Just kind of a pain for a number of reasons. With me being kind of experimental on it, to make a video and get it in 1 or 2 or 3 takes, I don't know, it's just too tough. So sorry about that. But here's what I came up with. I ended up using my C-clamp vice grip down there to hold things in place while I got it welded, and it worked really well. You can see here how close to being symmetrical I am as the bars run back. I'll give you some other angles here, but that's how it looks, and I certainly hope that I can find some paint to match, because I'd like to paint all of this. Painting is going to be a little bit of a pain because the tank is in there now. It's not going to be coming out unless I cut something apart. So that's how it looks. And something I might do, I don't know if the tank will have to come in and out a lot, but I might make some sort of a sleeve. So I'll make like a cut here and a cut here, and then just have a sleeve that slides over that and bolts in place. So you just unbolt the sleeve that slides over this pipe, maybe unbolt it here and here, and then slide it as kind of a sliding lock, if that makes any sense. And then this whole section of pipe would be removable, so you could take the tank in and out if you needed to for maintenance. Or one thing I know I'm going to have to do is get the tank out, most likely. I guess I might not have to for sure, but once I start doing some engine stuff, I don't know if I'll have access to everything needed or not. I know one thing that I'll need is on the governor. It's going to be real tight putting a bolt down in there when I remove the governor, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'll just give you some other shots here, how it looks. Here's how it is from the rear. I am very pleased with how even everything came out. Looks really good. And one thing that I love about this is the engine just kind of stuck out really far in comparison to the rest of the bike before the tank was up here. So having the tank up here, but then also having these bars widened out, kind of flows into the engine a lot better, and I like the look of that. If we look just down the back here, it's pretty neat. And I don't know if I'm going to put the sheet metal on or not. I still like the idea of that. I don't know if it's going to look too modern to have the sheet metal on there or not. Give me your thoughts if you would, and we'll figure something out with that. But if I do put the sheet metal on, I imagine this portion of the tank right here will still be visible, but then I'm also going to cut a hole for access to the gas cap and use the existing screws that I have there to mount that panel. So let me know what you think about that. And that's about all I got for today. So you can kind of see it through there, how it looks. Pretty exciting, getting closer and closer. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys on the next video.